Well, after much experimenting with these little D seals, I was trying to splice them in. A lot of times, let me turn this camera around. Just the ends of these will get bad. So what I did was cut the end of this off. This is all still perfectly fine, all the way down through there. I cut the end of it off, put me a screw in it, and then now I'm going to cut the back side of this off to where it slips inside and makes a little joint right there. And then I'll put another screw down here, and then I'll just put a little bit of silicone right at that seam that's overlapping. Now we got the back of it cut off, and it's just the front little loop, and then that loop will go inside of this loop. Kind of hard to stand on a ladder and do this, but eventually that'll all just push right up in there, and this will all be on the track. And then you put your screw in the end to attach it. And then I'll just put a little bead of silicone right there at that seam. And that's overlapping by that much. Alright, so I got it all in place. I'll pull it out a little bit, see how the piece that I cut off is inside of this other piece. And it's all locked on the track. And when I push it inside, that's underneath this all the way up to here somewhere. And then I'll put my screw in the end, hold it in place, and then just put a little bead of silicone in that end right there. I think it's gonna work great, and you don't have to replace that whole piece. Stuff's expensive. I bought a bunch for the other side, and all that was wrong with it was just these corners. If I can figure out how to fix these corners like this, I'll have enough to patch this thing for the rest of its life. Okay, there's the finished patch. There's my screw holding it in place. My lap where it's going inside. I got this GeoCell ProFlex RV. This stuff's hard to work with, but it's real flexible. I think once it'll dry, it'll move in and out. And that's not really even a spot for a potential leak anyway. I mean, whatever leaks in there is going to go right into that track, right out the end right here. So you're just keeping water from running in when this is against this. So when that closes in, that's going to seal against that rubber. Voila.